Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The twists in Port Charles keep piling up, and this latest storyline has fans questioning every motive, every secret, and every slip of the tongue. At the center of the storm is Assistant District Attorney Justine Turner. She was supposed to be the beacon of law and order, the professional who followed the letter of the law while holding others accountable. Instead, viewers were left stunned when the warrant she filed against Drew Cain contained a glaring error, an error that no one in her position should ever make. Unless, of course, that error was deliberate. People immediately started asking if this was an honest mistake or something far more sinister. After all, Justine's timing was suspicious. Her career had been stable, but recently she's been under enormous pressure to deliver results. She's been circling the biggest cases in Port Charles, trying to prove herself as the one ADA who doesn't get pushed around by mob ties or personal relationships. But this warrant misstep didn't just look sloppy, it looked strategic. And when paired with Drew's shooting, the theory that Justine intentionally sabotaged the paperwork takes on a chilling new dimension. Drew Cain isn't just another case file. His history, his ties to the Quartermaines, his complicated military past, and his entanglements with almost everyone in town make him a central figure. If someone wanted to neutralize Drew, damaging him through the legal system wasn't enough. And now, with him being shot, the whispers are growing louder. Was the ADA herself directly involved? On the surface, Justine has no reason to physically harm Drew. She could, in theory, handle him in the courtroom. But the fact that she filed the warrant incorrectly suggests she wanted the arrest to fail. By botching it, she created a scenario where Drew would walk free. But why? Was she protecting him? Or was she setting him up for something worse, something that wouldn't leave paper trails but would certainly remove him from the picture permanently? Fans are dissecting every detail of the shooting. Drew is not an easy target. He's alert, trained, and suspicious of everyone after everything he's endured. Whoever got close enough to shoot him knew what they were doing, and they had to count on him being distracted. That's where Justine re-enters the picture. Her courtroom maneuver could have been the distraction, the smokescreen to get Drew to lower his guard. A faulty warrant meant he might breathe a sigh of relief, thinking he dodged the legal bullet. And in that moment of relaxation, the real bullet came. Now, if Justine really pulled the trigger, the fallout will be monumental. An ADA shooting a decorated Navy SEAL and Quartermaine family member? That would rock Port Charles to its core. But some fans argue it doesn't fit her profile. She's ambitious, yes, but not reckless. For her to risk everything, she would need the highest of stakes. Could it be that she isn't working for herself at all, but for someone else pulling the strings? The idea of a hidden puppet master makes sense. Imagine if someone like Cyrus Renaud got into her head, manipulating her, threatening her career, maybe even her safety. Cyrus has a history of corrupting law enforcement officials, and Justine would be a valuable asset. If Cyrus told her to tank the warrant and then deal with Drew in a more permanent way, would she have a choice? After all, Cyrus doesn't accept no for an answer. But another possibility is even darker. What if Justine isn't being manipulated? What if she's working willingly with a bigger agenda? In the world of General Hospital, loyalties shift like quicksand. Justine might see herself as the next power player, someone who can't just enforce the law but reshape it. By targeting Drew, she may be eliminating someone who could expose her, someone who stands in the way of her vision for control. Drew's connections to Carly, to Sam, to the Quartermaines, these ties make him dangerous to anyone trying to consolidate influence in Port Charles. The biggest question fans are asking now is whether there's evidence linking Justine to the actual shooting. We know the warrant error is undeniable, but the shooting scene itself was murky. Drew went down fast, and the shooter vanished before anyone could identify them. That kind of precision suggests planning. It wasn't a random act of violence. And unless Justine has training no one knew about, it seems unlikely she personally carried out the hit. But what she could have done is orchestrate it, using her position to clear pathways, to keep law enforcement looking the other way, or even to provide insider information about Drew's movements. If Justine did play a role, she's about to face a problem she can't control, the people who care about Drew. Carly Spencer isn't going to sit back quietly while the man she cares about lies in a hospital bed fighting for his life. Sam McCall, too, will dig until she uncovers the truth. Both women are relentless when someone they love is hurt. And if they trace the threads back to the ADA, Justine may find herself cornered by two of the most determined women in Port Charles. Then there's Jason Morgan. He's not in the clear yet from his own entanglements with the law, but his loyalty to Drew runs deep. If Jason learns Justine had anything to do with the shooting, it won't just be a legal battle, it'll be personal. Jason has dealt with corrupt officials before, but going up against an ADA who crossed the line into attempted murder would raise the stakes higher than ever. The fallout wouldn't stop with Jason and Carly, though. Michael Corinthos would inevitably step in. His Quartermain blood ties him to Drew, and his Corinthos upbringing makes him ready for battle whenever someone threatens family. Imagine Michael rallying both sides of his lineage, the ELQ resources and the Corinthos power, to bring Justine down. That's the kind of war that changes Port Charles permanently. And what about the justice system itself? If the ADA is exposed as corrupt, every case she's touched comes into question. Criminals she prosecuted could walk free. Deals she made would unravel. The entire DA's office would be in chaos, giving organized crime and old enemies the perfect opening to tighten their grip on the city. Still, some viewers believe the shooting could be a frame job. Maybe Justine's warrant mistake was exactly that, a mistake. If that's true, someone could be using her error to make her look guilty, knowing fans and characters alike would connect the dots. Imagine a mastermind setting up Justine to take the fall while the real shooter hides in the shadows. This twist would flip the entire narrative. Instead of being the villain, Justine would become another victim of Port Charles's endless power games. Who benefits from her downfall? Could it be someone inside the DA's office who wants her seat? Or maybe a rival attorney eager to climb the ranks? Or perhaps one of Port Charles's many crime bosses, eager to destabilize law enforcement? Whoever is truly behind this, they're playing a long game, and Justine might not even realize she's the pawn until it's too late. The writers have been careful with how they've shown Justine's reactions. She's nervous but not panicked. She's defensive but not broken. It's as if she knows she's under suspicion but believes she can control the narrative. That confidence either means she's innocent and ready to fight, or guilty and convinced she's covered her tracks too well for anyone to catch her. Either way, fans are glued to the screen, waiting for the mask to slip. Drew's recovery also plays a key role. If he wakes up and remembers details about the attack, everything could shift. Did he see his attacker? Did he hear a voice? Did he catch a glimpse of something incriminating? Even a fragment of memory could blow this case wide open. The suspense hinges on what Drew knows and how quickly he can share it before anyone silences him again. The ripple effects of this storyline are massive. If Justine is guilty, the DA's office is tainted, the legal system collapses into scandal, and personal vendettas fuel even more chaos. If she's innocent but framed, then we're looking at an even deeper conspiracy, one that could bring back old villains or reveal new ones waiting in the wings. Either way, the message is clear. No one in Port Charles can trust the system anymore. For now, speculation continues. Did ADA Justine Turner intentionally file that warrant wrong to create the opening for Drew's shooting? Was she the shooter, the mastermind, or just another casualty of manipulation? The truth is coming, but until it does, every clue matters. Every glance, every nervous tick, every whispered conversation could point to her guilt or her innocence. And as the story unfolds, one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same again. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.